You sleeping with your nigga ops. You scary bitches call the cops. Bitch, you's a bop. You get flipped like a flap. And I don't hang around no thoughts. Bitch, you's a
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Queenye and all this and all that, and I'm back with another video. Lately, I've been hella consistent with this shit. Like, I've been having stuff to drop, so you feel me? I'm like, why would I just skip a day and not do anything? I have to do something. So I'm gonna do a Q&A for you guys. I had made a post on Instagram and you guys asked me some questions, so I'm just gonna be reading questions off my phone that I got earlier today. But anyways, let's get right into the video. Fuck. The first question is how many kids do you want? Bro, I don't want none. But I'm trying to be more realistic because I know one day I want to get married and I want a family. But I want to say one, maybe two. But I'm gonna stick with two. But I'll be okay with one. I don't want a lot of kids like my mom and my grandma. Like, shit, I ain't pushing that many fucking heads up out of me. One, maybe two. I don't know two. I don't know about 3, 4, 5, but whoever I'm with better be okay with just having one or two. This question says, in your last video you mentioned editing after all of that fun. How do you balance work and play? It's really not that hard because I mean I can spend all day filming and I can spend all day the next day editing, but me, I like to get stuff done. So for instance, the Arrowhead vlog, I was literally filming and working because I didn't want too much content. I didn't want too many videos to be everywhere. I just wanted to be, you know, like real, what am I trying to say, like real clean and organized with this YouTube stuff, you feel me? So as soon as I do one video, I want to hurry up and just start working on it, and then I'll end up filming my next video. But it's really not that hard. I mean, like, it's all about the person that's doing it, you know, if you're lazy or not. Me, I'm not really like a lazy person when it comes to my craft and something that I really like to do. I get right on it. So once I'm like, once my mind is set on something, I'm gonna get it done. So it's not really that hard. I mean, like I said, I literally take the video and I edit right then and there. Whenever we're done, I take some time. I'll take 30 minutes into editing. If it needs to take longer, I'll take a break, you feel me, and do it the next day. But I like to get stuff done right then and there. What keeps you motivated? What keeps me motivated is just me being the oldest. Let's see, how many siblings? Like, I got so damn many. Maya, Psalms, Pharaoh, Goya, Devion, Trayvon, Diamond, Juju. I'm the oldest out of 8, y'all. 8. Imagine being the oldest out of 8. They literally all look up to me. Like, every single last one of them. They look up to me. So I play a role kind of like a mom and a big sister in a way, because I am the oldest, and it's like my siblings is my motivation, my family is my motivation. I kind of just want to do it for them. Like, I want to be the one to be able to provide for all of them, you feel me? Not just 1, 2, or 3. I want to be able to provide for my whole family, my mom, my dad, you know, my siblings, everybody that's just close to me. Have you ever went to jail? I never went to jail, but I have been handcuffed before. When looking for someone, what are 3 things are most important? Hygiene besides looks. Okay, so hygiene, the way the person treats me, like, you know, their personality, and just how they just, you know, like, keep themselves up. Like, I'm big on hygiene. Is a big thing for me. If you don't have clean teeth, if your breath stinks, I just won't fuck with you. I won't do it. And then your personality, like, you can be a pretty person, you can be a handsome person, but have an ugly attitude. So I don't care how cute or how handsome somebody can be, if your attitude is not there, I can't fuck with you. Like, you know, I don't like that weird stuff. What is the worst part about your personality? My personality isn't made for everyone. Like, if I don't know, well, some of y'all know that I'm really like a blunt and bold person, you know, and a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like how blunt I am. A lot of people don't like how I'm always, you know, like, I'll pinpoint everything. Like, if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you right then and there that I don't like it, whether it hurts you, whether, you know, I just don't care. But I think that's the worst part about my personality, is just it's not for everybody. Not everybody can, like, deal with it. Who or what inspires you to be a better person? My mom and my dad, like, I seen what they go through, and you know, stuff like just growing up Like, they just made me not want to. You should never want to be like your parents. You should want to be better than them. But my mom and my dad make me want to be a better me, because it's just like, I don't want to have to struggle in life. I don't want to have to, you know, deal with the stuff that they deal with. So I kind of got like a glimpse of what to not to do. So what impression do you try to give when you first meet someone? I try to make it like, I don't want people to think I'm crazy, and a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I'm really not. I just don't tolerate bullshit. So when people, like, if people know me from social media, they'll be like, oh, this bitch is crazy. But I'm really not crazy, I promise y'all. Like, one thing about me, I'll say what everybody else is scared to say, if that makes sense. Like, I don't hold anything back, and people take that as being crazy. And it's just like, I'm not crazy. I just want someone to like me for me. I don't want people to like me for what I'm around and for what I do. You know, like, I just like genuine vibes. Like, that's what I love. Wow, he's going very fast. What was the most happiest moments of your childhood? The happiest moments I had was when my dad and his wife moved to Norwalk, and we lived like in this community where like a bunch of Asians live, and I met like a bunch of Asian friends, and like it was just like a vibe. Like, it felt like family, because my dad, like, we never lived by ourselves. Like, we always lived with someone. So when we finally got our own place and I had my own room, and I had, like, that was the happiest I ever was, because I felt like more like at home. What do you hope you grow out of? I hope I grow out of like being so angry. Like, I am not gonna lie, like, I get mad really easily because I expect more from people, but I'm starting to realize now, like, you can't expect shit from nobody, because no one's gonna have the same mindset as you. No one's gonna think the way you think. So I'm starting to grow out of it, but you know, like, when it finally does go away, that'll be like the best thing ever. I don't want to be angry anymore. Somebody said I'm new here still, but why Queenye? What inspired that name? Okay, so I know y'all, well, if y'all don't know, now you do. I am a Nicki fan. I love Nicki Minaj. I've been listening to her since 2008. The first song I heard by her was Handstand. I just love the way she was. Like, I love the type of person she was. And my first Instagram name was Shy Shy Barb, because, you know, my first name is Cheyenne. So, and I was a Barb, like, and that's what Nicki calls her fans. So I'm like, fuck it, like, my Instagram name is Shy Shy Barb. But I met this rapper, his name was Pharaoh YT, and I posted on Instagram like, what should I change my name? And he always told me, like, you're a queen, you're a queen. Like, he was one of those people that call people queen and kings. So he was like, change your Instagram name to Queenye. And at that time, I was going by my middle name. I was going by Yayana. So he was like, change your Instagram to Queenye. It was just that simple, and I changed my Instagram to Queenye, and that's how that came about. It's not really too much a story behind that. It's just some guy gave me a suggestion, and I took it. Do you ever get stage fright? No, I don't get stage fright, but it's crazy because you would think I will be nervous on stage, but I'm really nervous when it's time to get in that booth, because I have a fear of failure. I don't want to fail. So it's just like, the finishing product is in that booth. It's not on stage. Whatever you record in that mic is what you're gonna perform. So it's like, with me, I get more nervous inside the booth, not on stage. I'm very good with people, interacting with people. That ain't never been a problem for me. I've always been a character. Yeah, I have when I have a stage fright, or whatever you want to call it, like when I start to get nervous, it be in the booth. It don't be on stage. I don't know if you want to say this on camera, but what's your fear when rapping? My fear is just sounding dumb. Like, I don't want to sound like what I hear on Instagram. Like, I be scrolling and I be seeing people's music, and I be like, what the freak? Like, who allowed y'all to book studio time? Who allowed y'all to waste that studio time? You know, like, that's my fear when I'm rapping. Like, I just don't want to sound dumb and stupid, which I know I won't, because I do gotta sound to myself, and I do know how to rap. But some people fall off. Some people do. It happens. So yeah, that's my fear. If Nicki Minaj asks you to give you a verse, what you saying? What am I saying? What you think I'm saying? Hell yeah, I might faint though. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. I might faint. Then I might wake up. I might faint again. But I'm gonna do that verse though. No cap. No cap. How many jobs have you had? Okay, so my very first job was at McDonald's. I was like 16 years old and I worked at McDonald's up until I was 18. So I worked at McDonald's for about like 2 years. And then my second job, what was my second job? I had moved to Long Beach and my second job was Big Lots. And then I kind of got fired from that job. And then my third job was Target. Got fired from that job too. And then my fourth job, I was a caregiver at this like nursing home. It was like it was about like 55 residents that lived there. I dealt with like people that had Alzheimer's and stuff. So I had about, oh, and then I worked at the fair. I worked at Chicken Charlie's at the fair with my cousin. What else jobs did I have? I think that's it. I think I only had like 5 jobs. What's your favorite food? My favorite thing to eat is pupusas. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's, bro, go Google it. It's bomb. Like, it's just Salvadorian dish. It's like tortilla stuffed with like meat, beans, cheese, anything that you can name. Like, that shit is fire. What are your pet peeves? I hate liars. I can't stand a liar. Like, I feel like if you lie to me, I feel like once you lie once, you're a liar. Like, I would never believe nothing you say. I can't stand a liar. Like, why not tell the truth? Why not? I don't know. It's just weird. Okay, what's your skin routine? We need to know. Hand that over. It's not really much. Like, I have it right here actually. This is all I use, guys. Literally. This is all I use. That, you know, wash your face, rinse it off, put a little oil in your face. If you could choose one person to have dinner with, who, dead or alive, and why? That's kind of like a weird question, but I'll answer it. Who would I want to have dinner with? I would want to have dinner with Tupac. I want to know, like, I want to know everything. Like, I want to know what goes through your head when you write rap. What, you know, like, I just want to sit there and have a face-to-face convo with Tupac. Tupac said some real shit. So it's just like, he's a pure person, and I would love to meet him and have a dinner with him, talk to him. You know, that would be dope. How was high school for you? Let me tell y'all something about the Queen. I've been to about 5 different high schools. High school was a struggle for me because back then, like, a lot of people did not like me for a lot of reasons. Like I said, I'm a blunt person. I tell people how I feel. Back then I was really popular in high school. I hung out with all the cool people, all the football players, and a lot of females didn't like that. And because I am mixed, I feel like that has a lot to do with it too. Because when I would hang out with the black girls, the Mexican girls wouldn't like me. But when I hang out with the Mexican girls, the black girls didn't like me. So it was a struggle for me when it came down to that, because the black girls would be like, you're trying to act black, and the Mexican girls would be like, you're too ghetto. So that was like a struggle for me in high school. And I always fight. I fought a lot in school. Like, the main reason why I've been to so many schools is because I fight. Well, I used to fight a lot. Like, back then I had a stuttering problem. Like, I really didn't know how to like argue, and if I did try to argue, I would stutter. And it's just like, why would I do that when I could just beat your ass? Not saying that's the way to go. Don't take it as that, but that was how I was back then. So it was just, it was hard for me though. High school was very hard for me. Like, math, I wasn't really good at it. With it, finding pi and shit like that, like, I could count some money, but finding pi and x and y, like, that's doing too much, bro. Because where am I gonna find x in my money? Where am I gonna find y and pi in my money? Like, come on now. But yeah, high school was kind of a struggle for me, just being able to stay out of school. Did you go to college? Yo, I hated school so much. I didn't even go to college after school. Like, I wanted to work. And I feel like I wanted to work because I didn't have everything that I wanted in high school. Like, a lot of kids had money and a lot of kids had the coolest shoes, and you know, I had holes in my shoes and I had like hand-me-downs and stuff like that. So I just wanted to look cool. Like, I wanted to look like that bitch, and I couldn't because, you know, I'm young, I don't have money. My mom really didn't have money like that. Mind you, my mom does have 4 other kids. So it's just like I never got that chance to show my personality or how I am. But I just wanted to work. Like, I just wanted to make as much money as I can and get what I want, because I never had what I wanted. So I just went straight to working. And like, high school was such a bad experience for me. I thought college was going to be the same way. Now that I'm looking back and thinking about it, and now that I'm talking about it, I kind of wish I did go to college, because I probably would have been done now. But no, I didn't go to college. Have you traveled yet? If yes, where? If not, where you want to go? The furthest I've been was to New York. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to Arizona, Vegas. I've never been outside the country. But if I was to go outside the country, I definitely want to go to El Salvador. Just because I want to see where my family's from. Like, if you guys don't know, my dad is Salvadorian, my mom is black. I would love to go see how my dad like lived out there. My dad is from El Salvador. He's not even from the United States. So I would love to go out there and see what it's like. Like, that shit look like it's dope, bro. No cap. I also would want to go to like Barbados or Jamaica, you know, places like that. Were you the kid rapping at the school lunch table? Nah, I honestly just started rapping like 2 years ago. I was never that. I was actually a shy kid in school. Like, I never, that's how when people that know me back then and they see me on social media now and like rapping, they be like, where did this come from? Because you were never like that. So no, I wasn't. I was always quiet and like to myself. If you wasn't rapping, what would you be doing right now? If I wasn't rapping, I'll probably, what would I be doing? I really don't know. That is a good question. If I wasn't rapping, what would I be doing? Rapping, I don't like, honestly, I would probably be in school. Like, if I didn't have a hustle, if I didn't have something to look for, if I didn't have something to look to, or, you know, like, I probably would have been in school. I'm not gonna cap to y'all. I probably would have been in school. Because it's like, what else I'm gonna do? Where do you see yourself in 10 years, in the next 10 years? I see myself on Billboard. I see myself in a big house with my family. I see myself having a baby. I see myself being happy with my husband. How did the drama between Kyra and the twins start? The situation with Kyra, it's more like, how am I gonna put this? It was more like personal. Like, I told her how I felt, and she took it to Snapchat, talked about me on Snapchat. And I don't fuck with people that I fuck with talking about me on social media. Like, you just don't do that, especially like that. Like, I could see if you were venting, but you don't do that type of shit, period. So I wasn't feeling it, and I went the fuck ballistic. Because, bitch, what the fuck? How, like, what? Bro, me, out of all people, like, I would slap you. But anyways, with the twins, so I don't know if it was Braze or Brandy. I don't know which one. I don't even know these bitches' names like that. I just know they did YouTube. I seen an opportunity. I told them, if you help me, I'll help you. I just wanted them bitches to record me, and I brought them around, and you know, they're gay. And one of the twins met one of my other homegirls, and they end up dating. So they were arguing one morning, and my homegirl called me, but I thought it was a butt call because I heard arguing and screaming, so I just hung up. I didn't think it was, the call was actually made for me. But she called back and she was like, listen, Queen, listen. And I could it's either she put me in her back pocket or she put me under the covers. And I heard the whole argument. And I'm my homegirl that I introduced her to was talking shit about me. Like, she was telling my homegirl, like, I don't want you hanging out with Queen. That bitch wants you and she's a weirdo. She showed her true colors. I don't like her. Mind you, these bitches, I was just hanging out with these bitches like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Like, y'all was just in my face, like, bitch, and you feel like that? Bet. So y'all know, like, I took it there, period. But bitch, stop playing with me. So that's how that happened. Bitches is talking about me but hanging out with me. How does that work? Why'd you stop fucking with Faye? I had threw Faye a 21st birthday party. And I threw Faye a 21st birthday party. And I was dating this boy named, we ain't even gonna say his name, fuck him. I was dating this boy. He had like a crazy ass ex-girlfriend. Like, the bitch was weird. Like, the bitch wanted to kill herself because he didn't want to be with her no more, and he was with me. So fast forward, I threw Faye a 21st birthday party. He was there. The girl found out he was there. I ended up getting jumped by his ex-girlfriend and her friend. I had Faye there. Faye's friend was there. Basically, like, I had all my homegirls there, and the only person that jumped in that fight and helped me was Mickey. And me and Faye were like this. Like, we were close as fuck. So it kind of hurt my feelings because, like, you watch these bitches jump me, bro, and you didn't do nothing. But you rapping with me, and you talking all that rah-rah, and you talking about how some, yeah, slap bitches, you knock bitches down, bitch. Where was that energy when I was getting knocked down and I was getting jumped by 2 bitches? Like, what happened? So, you know, like, that right there was more like a loyalty thing. So I just had to, like, let that go because you can't hang out with me and something like that happens, bitch, and you don't step. Like, what type of homegirl is that? I would never let my homegirls get jumped, ever. What's going to be your first words when you meet Nicki Minaj? Bitch, I love you. That's going to be my first word. I love you. Period. What do you love most about being a rapper? I love how I can express how I feel because I was never, like I said, I had a stuttering problem. I was never the type to just talk about how I feel. It was hard for me to explain myself. So when I rap, it's a little easy for me. Like, I can say how I feel, and that's a way of me letting it go. Like, letting all those emotions out, you know. So I like that, and then it gets me paid too. How do you maintain? I pray. My grandma got me into praying. I never used to, but I pray. And I just talk to God every day. And I feel like if I don't do it, my day won't go right. What's a name for your fans? I don't know. Like, I really don't know what to call y'all. And I don't want to call y'all fans because I feel like that's weird. Like, you guys are my supporters. And every time I do refer to y'all, I say supporters. I don't know if y'all catch that, but I never call y'all fans. I call y'all supporters because y'all are the people that really support me. But I have not figured that out yet. Maybe y'all can help me out. Comment below what I should call you guys, because I need to get more personal with y'all. You feel me? Like, I don't even know what to name you guys. What kind of family did you come from? My dad is more, my dad was raised in El Salvador, so his mindset and the way they think is like totally different from out here. So my dad expects, like, okay, for my dad's side, having tattoos and piercings is just like a weird thing. But for my mom's side, it's just like my mom really don't care about a lot. Like, growing up, I could dye my hair, and, you know, my dad wouldn't allow me to do stuff like that, but my mom did. My mother, okay, so like growing up, I was never like a hard body. I was a total wimp. I would get like elementary, middle school, I would get bullied. My mom got tired of me like complaining. Well, my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad got tired of me complaining on how I was getting bullied at school. I'll come home and I'll complain and cry. And my mom ain't cut like that. My mom is a straight gangster, let me tell y'all. She like, bro, you gonna go back to school, and if they mess with you again, you gonna beat their ass. And if you don't beat their ass, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's the type of mama my mom is. If I got my ass whooped at school, she was gonna whip my ass. So I think that's kind of what made me to the person I am now, because I used to be like a little wimp. Like, I used to be like that. but that changed. And then my dad, like, he was always on self-defense. Like my dad always made me fight him all the time. My dad would get drunk and just make me fight him, even though I didn't want to, but you know, he would make me. And like my dad, still to this day, like, he's an alcoholic. Like, our relationship is not the same how it was or how it used to be. Yeah, we kind of don't have one anymore, but you know, he's like, I don't know, I really don't know what to say about that. But I came from like a hard family. Okay, this other question says, what made you start doing music? And this is my honest answer. I kid you not. People that are rapping now, I be looking like, this is not rap. This is not it. And I feel like I could do it better. Honestly, like, I felt like I could do it better. I feel like I could sound better. I feel like I could say female rap. I felt like I could do it. And it's just like, they wasn't doing it right. These females ain't doing it right. So I felt like I need to do it. And I'm doing it. So that's my reason on why I started rapping. Because these other females ain't doing it right, bro. No cap. Like, they just not doing it right. Y'all, my camera died. Like, what the heck? But that was the end of the Q&A. If y'all want a part 2, let me know. I will give y'all part 2. But until then, that's why y'all get it from the kid and all that and all this. You feel me? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all, for real. Like, that shit matters. No cap. But I love y'all. Tell me what y'all want next. Comment down below. Don't forget to stream bop. I'm gonna add it in the description below. I'm gonna add the link. Stream bop. Let me know what's your favorite line in bop. But yeah, I'm up out of here.